Well, hello, everyone. I'm Chris Thomas.
I'm Laura Painter. Thanks for joining us on the ABC10 app. We start tonight with breaking news out of Nevada County.
Yeah, the search continues tonight after the deadliest avalanche in the U.S. in 45 years. New police dispatch audio just out tonight of the search. Take a listen.
Let's get Nevada County Search and Rescue, also Mutual Aid for Placer County Search and Rescue with their Nordic team, as well as avalanche dogs.
8 backcountry skiers are dead and 1 remains missing after a deadly avalanche near Castle Peak north of Donner Pass.
Yeah, investigators say the group was on a guided 3-day trip when the slide hit yesterday morning.
6 people in the group were rescued. 2 survivors were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive.
ABC 10's Nazi Javid is live tonight with the latest update after a news conference today.
That's right, Chris. Laura, I am live in Nevada City where the press conference was held today. We learned a lot. That avalanche happened north of 80 near Donner Summit, as you mentioned, and now we have learned that it has turned from a search and rescue operation to a recovery operation.
Someone saw the avalanche, yelled avalanche, and then it overtook them rather quickly.
An avalanche hit Tuesday morning near Castle Peak, catching a group of 15 backcountry skiers and guides on the final day of their trip. Because of the weather and the treacherous conditions, it took rescuers 6 hours to reach them by snowcat. Then they had to ski 2 miles the rest of the way to the victims to avoid triggering another avalanche. There, they found 6 people alive. 8 were found dead.
8 of the 9 additional skiers have been located deceased.
1 person remained missing Wednesday. More than 50 search and rescue members responded from multiple counties. Placer County Sheriff Wayne Wu says the tragedy is personal for his team.
This incident has specifically struck our organization and that team hard, as one of the 9 missing decedents is a spouse of one of our Tahoe Nordic search and rescue team members.
State officials also responded, with authorities calling it the deadliest avalanche in the U.S. since 1981.
First of all, on behalf of Governor Newsom and Director Tina Curry, I just want to offer our condolences as well.
Sheriff Shannon Moon.
What went through your mind when you realized the totality of this tragedy?
You know, definitely thinking of the folks that were out there. You know, the 6 that we had contact with, wanting to do everything we could in our power to get to them. Also weighing
in. Yeah, and they are trying with this recovery operation to be out there. They have set up a command post at the Truckee substation to recover the victims, but they are concerned as that snow is set to move in tonight. They say the victims range in age from 30 to 55. Live in Nevada City, Nazi Javid, ABC 10.
Just so incredibly tragic, Nazi. Thank you for that update and keep us posted as you learn more.
Right now, the avalanche danger is still very high, and people are actually being told to just avoid those areas.
Yeah, conditions are still going to be very difficult. According to the Sierra Avalanche Center, the possibility for an avalanche remains high.
Keep in mind, the Sierra Avalanche Center is a nonprofit organization that works in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service to provide avalanche forecasts and education for safe winter backcountry travel.
The center covers about 1,500 square miles of the central Sierra Nevada mountains here in California and in Nevada. With stormy conditions continuing throughout the week, the center says the potential for another avalanche is high.
I think at this point, it appears as though that will be another high avalanche danger rating. The storm looks like it's going to kind of increase a little bit overnight after a bit of a lull during parts of the day today. So I would expect to see a high avalanche danger rating into Thursday.
Law enforcement officials say the victims and survivors of this avalanche were a part of a tour group with the company Blackbird Mountain Guides. The company initially said they would provide an updated statement after the briefing with officials today, but have yet to do so.
Okay, so take a look at the latest statement from Blackbird Mountain Guides. It was released last night, saying in part, quote, the leadership team is working in full coordination with the Nevada County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Search and Rescue to support the ongoing rescue operation.
Investigators confirm they are looking into the Blackbird Mountain Guide Company's decision to to take their guests to the remote backcountry despite an avalanche watch being in place and warnings of heavy snow in the area. According to the company's website, Blackbird Mountain Guides was founded by a man named Zeb Blaze. The Secretary of State's website shows he founded the Truckee-based company back in 2020. The company recommends international and domestic clients take out trip insurance policies that include medical coverage. Their website shows they offer several courses from alpine climbing to avalanche safety. Meanwhile, tonight, snow is expected to fall at lower elevations, possibly reaching Auburn and Colfax.
While many residents are excited to see it, others say, don't forget, it can quickly become a problem if you're not prepared. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live in Colfax. So, Roxanne, bring us up to speed. How are folks feeling about this possibility for low snow?
Well, Chris and Laura, first of all, I want to let you guys know the conditions have gone from completely clear to it seems like a little bit of a light drizzle here. But if you go further down into the Auburn area, the snow seems to be all the talk of the town. And families say that this is something that they kind of wait for and are so eager to spend the day in that snow with their families. Now, earlier today, we did talk to some of those residents and businesses in Auburn, and they say they've been waiting to see and experience the low snowfall since Tuesday. And for businesses like For the Love of Art, it's a way to attract more customers and allows an opportunity to show off their town. Families say the snow makes for great memories they like to make around this time of year.
We're very excited. In fact, we've been anxious to get to the snow this holiday week, but it looks like we might not get up to the mountains. So the fact that it might come here that'll work. That'll work, yeah.
The Assistant Director of the Office of Emergency Services in Placer County also sent us this statement, which says in part, Placer County prepares for low snow winter conditions by focusing on infrastructure readiness, proactive public communication, and safety planning. This includes holding joint coordination calls with local partners such as the National Weather Service, CAL FIRE, and the Sheriff's Office, pre-positioning snow removal crews and equipment, clearing storm drains, providing free sand to residents, and using social media to warn of potential snow, wind, or downed trees. Officials in Placer County are also asking residents not to leave their homes if they don't have to. That way it doesn't create any more issues on the roadways. I'm live in Colfax. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Okay, Roxanne, we do thank you for that live update. You be safe out there as well.
And remember, we're not done with this wintry weather just yet. For the latest updates on weather and road conditions, download the free ABC 10 app. You can also watch extended weather coverage. We will continue to track all this snow and rain throughout the night.
Coming up, 3 people found in a daring rescue in the snow in El Dorado County.
Tracking the tail end of our weather impact alert through Thursday, another one right behind it, the weekend rain and snow that comes our way.
Tonight, we're learning another person has died in a ski accident at North Star Ski Resort. Here are the details. The resort says 2 people crashed into each other on Polaris Trail. 53-year-old Stuart McLaughlin was pronounced dead on the scene. The other skier was taken to the hospital. Now, this is the second serious incident at the resort in just 2 weeks. You'll remember we told you about a 26-year-old man from LA who died in a skiing accident on the advanced Martis Trail back on February 6th.
Let's turn to another update on a breaking news story we brought you from yesterday. 3 people were found after going missing in a remote area of the Mormon Immigrant Trail.
Yeah, this is in a remote area in El Dorado County. Rescuers took the 3 people to an ambulance on Highway 88. We have some photos we want to show you of the dramatic rescue from yesterday. Just look at all that snow that rescuers were up against. Officials say the 3 were stranded since Monday afternoon. Just imagine. Emergency crews found the missing people in El Dorado County by using tracked vehicles to get through all that extreme weather.
We're also tracking power outages across the region. Have a live look here at the PG&E outage map. Thousands of customers are without power along I-80 in Nevada and Placer County in these very cold conditions. And that includes Grass Valley, areas of north of Colfax, Dutch Flat, and Gold Run. Amador, Calaveras, and El Dorado counties are also impacted.
And so Red Cross has opened an evacuation shelter. Anyone impacted by the power outages can go to the Jackson Civic Center in Amador County. There they are offering a safe place to sleep, and they also have some meals and snacks.
We had 8 people here last night. We do have room for many more if needed. It's a good thing for the public to know that you don't need to stay overnight at one of our shelters to get Red Cross services. If you just want to come in from the cold and have a cup of coffee or sit for a bit, that's totally fine. But we want you to be safe and taken care of, so everybody's welcome.
The Red Cross says if needed, they are ready and prepared to open more shelters. For now, I want to turn to a live look on both highways in the Sierra, Highway 50, as well as I-80. And look at that. Every time we take another look, you see more snow covering the roads. This stuff is continuing to come down. So let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods to give us an idea of what we have in store.
Yeah, those roads really say it all, right? It's hard for the plows to keep up. It just continues to keep falling, it
Right.
appears.
It looked like those were both 80 at 89, and then also near Sierra Tahoe. So I guess that is Highway 50. So what a drastic change from just the last half hour where we were pretty much seeing Highway 50 looking pretty smooth. That is not the case right now. So both of those roads continuing to see snow there, and you can see it in the 80-50 corridor, how it's been spotty throughout the day, but now we're getting more wet weather moving in, and this is going to intensify overnight tonight through tomorrow. Great looking picture out of Miwok Village. This is 4,500 feet where the snow has piled up, tracking it in inches, close to feet of snow at the 4,500 foot elevation. Temperatures today, this is really where we start to tell the story of how cold this weather system is. Only 40s to near 50 throughout the valley, 41 for Auburn, but Placerville, we only got to a high of 32 degrees today. There wasn't a ton of moisture, so there wasn't a lot accumulating at the foothill elevation, but there's more to come. So we'll be tracking the low snow through tonight. 40s right now with spotty showers throughout the valley. We're seeing some peaks in the cloud cover out there, but it's not the real widespread stuff that's moving through right now. That has yet to come together for tonight into early tomorrow morning. Still snow and 22 degrees for Tahoe. Big bunch of cold air about to surge its way through Northern California. We're already seeing a lot of that in place right now, so this isn't going to be a real change of our weather pattern with the temperatures, but it is going to add some more instability. Chance of thunderstorms. We've got the wind advisory in place all the way through tomorrow evening. Wind gusts up to about 35 to 45 miles per hour. Tree limbs and a few power outages possible. So those tree limbs coming down could result in power outages. We are already tracking ongoing power outages already. So another potential round of that coming tonight through early tomorrow morning. You can see the wind gusts really kicking up for the morning commute. They do back off a little bit by tomorrow afternoon, but then again, we're going to have to deal with what's left over from the outcome from those winds by the afternoon. This is going to fall pretty much in line for from when the precipitation ends. We still have the winter storm warning and winter weather advisory in place through tomorrow evening. So this is still an ongoing situation. Nearly a foot to 2 feet of additional snow coming in for tomorrow, and about a ½ inch of rain or so to add to our totals. We're almost caught up to where we should be this time of year for Sierra snowpack and for valley rain for the month of February. So almost everybody above normal for precipitation throughout the state. So this is just round one. By the time we get through the next weather impact alert starting at the end of the weekend into early next week, it's very likely our totals are going to be well ahead of where we should be. This next weather system a little bit different. It is a bit warmer, so we're calling for more of the wet type of snow to come through, with that snow line up about 6,000 to 6,500 feet. It will be a good opportunity Friday into Saturday to be able to clear out those driveways, some of the back roads in the high country, but we still got to deal with what's coming in for tonight into early tomorrow morning. We get that drying Friday and Saturday, and then we get right back at it by the time we get into our Sunday forecast with more wet weather on the way. Again, our snow level is going to be quite a bit higher. That is a look at our traffic. I didn't mean to zoom to that right there. I meant to get to our 10-day forecast. Let's take a look at that as we put that into motion here. And we're going to be able to see that we've got the weather impact alert in place for today. And again, as we head into the end of the weekend into early next week.
Nice to have a bit of a break, though, on Friday and Saturday to try and do any necessary cleanup that might be needed.
Certainly will be a welcome relief.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. A little period there to get some reprieve and clean up, much needed.
Yes.
Monica, thank you. Okay, now to this. Rancho Cordova is preparing to welcome a new leader in public safety. Captain Sean Hampton will replace current police chief Matthew Tamayo, who retires next month.
ABC 10's Carolina Estrada sat down with Captain Hampton to talk about his priorities, his approach to leadership, and what residents can expect.
I know that you don't start until March, so I want to talk about going into this new role. What are your top 3 priorities?
So a lot of things really surround community policing. Mail theft is one of our huge priorities. We have a good handle on that right now with our partnership with the United States Postal Inspector. We're looking to work on that. Retail theft is always a priority for us, and our POP officers and hardworking patrol officers put together some good operations, and we're going to continue that role.
You can watch the full interview with the incoming chief on our website, abc10.com.
Coming up, new details about people hurt in a crash on Highway 50. The latest information on how it happened and their condition.
Plus, more impacts are being felt from this winter storm, the risk that can come at any time. We're back in just 2 minutes. Welcome back. We continue tracking a weather impact alert.
We do want to remind you just how dangerous conditions in the high country are right now. 3 men from the Bay Area were seriously hurt Monday afternoon near Johnson Pass. CHP says a pickup truck lost control on a snow-covered stretch of Highway 50 near South Lake Tahoe, striking the men as they were working on tire chains. The 3 men suffered major injuries. There's currently no update on their conditions.
We are continuing to see the impacts from this winter storm. A tree was knocked down into a Calaveras County patrol car last night. Deputies say they were responding to calls from residents when, take a look, this tree came down onto their SUV. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Officials stress the incident is a reminder that severe weather can pose risks to anyone at any time. Deputies spent the night checking on residents and responding to storm calls. Officials are asking people to stay off the roads if they can and never go around barricades or through flooded streets.
Today, police cleared a camp in downtown Sacramento after they say it was blocking traffic near Capitol Mall. Officers went to the area just after 8 a.m. Police say officers had contacted the campers for 3 days, requesting they move their belongings. When the roadway was still blocked today, they cleaned the area and arrested 2 men and cited a female.
A dramatic rescue in Midtown Sacramento this morning. Take a look after a scaffolding collapse left construction workers just dangling from a building. This happened around 9 this morning at an 8-story building on Q Street.
Sacramento Fire says the crew was working to install protective netting on the side of the building when the scaffolding had a malfunction. The construction workers were both safely rescued and not harmed.
Sacramento Fire Department has a specialized rescue team in it. It's at Station 20. They were here today. It's a group of 8 individuals that can come out to special incidents like this, special rescues. They do all the high-angle rescues in the city and around the county.
Again, thankfully, the construction workers were both safely rescued without injuries. Well, finally tonight, it's a full winter reset at Palisades Tahoe. You're taking a look at conditions at the resort. The resort picked up 44 inches. Yes, nearly 4 feet in just the past 24 hours. Over the last 3 days, more than 6 feet of snow has fallen.
Yeah, just look at that scene there. So much snow in such a short amount of time, right? And we know conditions driving up there have been very, very difficult over the past couple of days, and we are not done just yet, right? More snow is on the way with with up to another 1.5 feet possible tomorrow. Our other scene just popped up there, giving you some more perspective on what it's looking like up there at Palisades Tahoe. More than 6 feet of new snow covering the ground and the trees. So much more to come, right? With that much snow, though, crews say some lift openings really could be delayed as they work to clear terrain and check for avalanche danger, which is, of course, something that we are also tracking as well. We just really want everyone to be safe up there. We know a lot of people are itching to get out there and enjoy the resorts, right? But really, safety needs to be top of mind.
And of course, don't forget you can watch us anytime, any day on your schedule, right here on the ABC10 app.